Till our limited time offer promo. Be privileged. Be part of our trending online system.
Ma'am Bronwyn, do you want me to play the testimonials or we can start now?
Can you play at least one testimonial and then we can get started?
Okay.
Thank you. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you too.
Congratulations on your wonderful, wonderful New Year's Eve celebration introducing Uno. Tell us more about this.
Well, this New Year's Eve celebration was my brother's first. He opened a club called Lavish, and it was a long time in the making. I left my baby brother when he was 9. I got married and had a family, and we talked a lot about different things. And in the course of him growing up and me growing up, I always had him doing things for me. You know, I modeled, I need you there, I'm gonna do this dance skit, get one of your friends, let's go to the Goodwill, and you know, get an outfit, and we do it, and it came full circle, 1/1/2020. I saw that boy that I left become a man, and I saw his logo, Guerrilla Marketing, up on the wall. And just to know that it's been a long time in the making, a long time, to see those young men in a positive setting instead of the streets, the corner. Mm-hmm. And to see family in there, from your 24-year-old son to your 65-year-old aunt, your cousin's kids. You know, it was all up in there. It was warm. It was blissful. Yes, you had this and this. And the point I'm getting to about all of this is I didn't see a tunnel in the pain that I was in. So I didn't see a light. But I didn't give up. I kept fighting every step, every day, like I still do, to figure out where am I going? What am I supposed to be doing? And then that's when Uno Premier came into my life. And the point I'm making with that is where I was at 2 years ago, New Year's Eve, was in the bed, crying, hurting. Don't want clothes to touch me because I hurt. Whether you understand my skin hurt, my bones hurt, it's real. Rheumatoid arthritis is real, and me taking these supplements that I am taking from Uno Premier, and yes, I have taken other supplements, but these supplements got me out of the bed for 2 years. And I got to be there to see my brother's accomplishments. And the only way to go is up. You know, we all got to start somewhere, and he accomplished his dream. And for me, his sister, his only sister, for me to see this, and Uno Premier was there. I was over there in that corner. I was in the corner. But I made it do what it do. Anybody that stood in front of my table, let's pose with a product.
I did see those pictures. Amazing.
Let's pose with a product. You know, I just, cause my heart was full.
You are the product of those products.
Yes, I am.
So you can't help. It's not scripted. You're telling them the truth. That's amazing.
I just want to tell them and tell my brother Andre Lee, I love you, and I am so proud of you. And I thank you, Uno, and God, you are always number one, first in my heart, for getting me out that bed, to be here to speak and tell people we need to feed our minds, we need to feed our hearts, and we always keep God first and always. Uno, that's for me. I'm a product of these products.
Thank you so much, Jacqueline. I'm sure a lot of people would be inspired. This is our first Prime Juice Happy Hour, and there's a few people. And of course, the weather has something to do with it too, and then we need to get a little bit more skin in the game by picking up those phone call, picking up the phone and bringing people in, but it's all good, and I appreciate you being here. Thank you.
Oh no.
Bye.
Okay.
Thank you, thank you. Ms. Kelly, let's welcome everybody here today. I'll let you give them a warm welcome, and then we can get started.
Yes, welcome to our business partners all over the world. Of course, from the Philippines, from UAE, Qatar, Hong Kong, and of course from the US. Hello, everyone. But we also have some special guests, I think, from other countries. Is that from UAE as well? Oh, from Nigeria. I think. Let's check the. Yes, I think we, Sir Romeo has 2 invites. 2 ladies from Nigeria, Lavette, Isa, and Benedicta Mimachi. Welcome. If you are already inside, welcome to Uno Premier Global Business Preview.
Thank you so much for that, Ms. Kelly. So I just want to remind everybody that today, this happens on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is a global business preview that we host here out of Cincinnati, Ohio. So my team, you're going to be seeing a lot of us. And the beauty of this is that we are able to bring in sharers from all over the world, whether it's about their journey in Uno or the use of the products. Today we have a special guest, and I will introduce her later. She will explain more about how she became a part of Uno. I am so happy to have Aurora join us today, and she's one of our pioneering leaders. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen so we can get started with our Uno preview. Let me check with my other partner here. So just for now, if you would kindly put in the chat if you are a new invite, let us know. Again, like I said, we are live, tuning in live from Cincinnati, Ohio. We are a small but mighty team who is run and operated on our, we have our own hub here at 791 East McMillan Street. We are operated and ran by independent distributors. We are not a UBC, not yet, although that's in our vision. But right now, our small and mighty team consisting of Jacqueline Bennett, who you just saw a testimony, Jeffrey Brewster, myself, and Douglas Payne. We have Ella Billings also, who is part of this small team. We are ramping up our activities here with a great support and inspiring stories that we hear from around the world. Jeffrey Brewster, I just admitted you. Now, anyone else here? So welcome, Joshua. Welcome. We were talking about, we have to come up with a lot of strategies, especially the US is hard to penetrate. So one of the things that we're actually planning is to push out a happy hour, Prime Juice happy hour, and maybe an Uno Cafe that we're gonna be offering some. We do have the space here. Hopefully in the next few months, um, Ohio will relax on their COVID restrictions. And of all people, Jeffrey Brewster knows how to throw a party. So stay tuned. We're going to be inviting a whole lot more people. We do have some projects going on here in the US, just a US update. We have several tracks that we're working on and several campaigns that some of us are championing. Mr. Brewster is looking at the faith-based community pastoral campaign that's happening in the next few months. We are already in conversations with some pastors in the area. We're starting locally, and then we have we could really benefit from talking with our Nigerian partners. I want to welcome Ruth Catlin, who's from Missouri, multi account holder. She's
Hi,
holding
Ruth.
really strong, working her accounts in the Philippines. Hopefully, we're gonna come together and work our campaign here, right, Ruth? That's gonna happen fairly soon. And on September 25th, there is a small community, there's a community gathering here in the Walnut Hills area consisting of small businesses in the field of health and wellness. And this is going to be championed by Jeffrey Brewster in collaboration with University of Cincinnati Medical Center, Children's Hospital, and Kroger's. It is also going to be co-sponsored by First Financial Bank. So those are our updates. We continue in getting the word out there to the folks who really need Uno in their lives. So we're following the trail of the blazing trails of Wilson Tolentino in other areas. As you can see in the background here, we are trying to conquer the globally through our communities here, starting in the US. Remember now, US is a low-hanging fruit, 51 states. Jamaica is on their way. I'm so proud. There's a lot of buzz out there about hopefully another UBC there. Lots of young people getting involved, and I'm honored, my team is honored to be part of that as we have conversations with Jamaica. So this is just an inspiring segue to what we're trying to do here and offering you a business opportunity of a lifetime. Remember, UNO stands for Unlimited Networking Opportunities. And today we're going to show you how easy it is. And I want you to remember that we would like you to have an open mind. I know a lot of people have been burnt with network marketing, especially in the US. There's a lot of competition. That's why we are slow in rolling this out. But with our faith in God and our great intentions, because we know that UNO is a systemic fix to lift people to prosperity through health and wellness. So this is a campaign that we are true to and we're focusing on love to yourself, health and wealth. Love, health, and wealth is our buzzword here, starting here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Mr. Brewster, do you think we can go ahead and get started? Wonderful. Thank you. Like I said, have an open mind. Whatever you know about network marketing, please set it aside because this is a wonderful opportunity. You don't need a PhD. You don't need you don't need to have a lot of money. You don't need a high level of education. Regardless who you are, we do not discriminate. That's what makes this a wonderful opportunity for all. I'm gonna go ahead and start sharing my screen. So the 33 attendees, thank you so much. So let's start with this slide. We're only going to show you 3 slides, but it's packed with information. I want you to pay attention and I want you to take notes with your pen and paper. Do not engage in Facebook or trying to have side chat conversation. We don't want you to miss on this opportunity. So we'll talk about who we are. Uno started in the Philippines in 2007. It was locally launched and it really had huge success with younger generation, especially students. So out of that, we were able to, the founders are this gentleman here, Irby Chua, William Barrow, and Oliver Chua. Ms. Jeffrey, Mr. Jeffrey.
Seems like there's an echo.
Elaborate on how they did their humble beginning.
Yes, thank you, and good morning to everyone. You know, when I look at our board of directors, I am just amazingly at awe at the opportunities that they have brought not only to the Philippines, but to the entire world. And, you know, I first looked at their vision when I began my Uno journey about 8 months ago. And I was ever so impressed by the collective wisdom, over 60 years of collective wisdom in the multi-level marketing industry. They have brought to this opportunity that allows me to speak with you this morning. I'm going to switch cameras. Thank you. That allows me to speak with you this morning because I've looked at it from many different perspectives. And the perspectives that I'd like to highlight are the opportunities for increasing health and simultaneously increasing wealth. I've been in the health industry for the last 40 years, practically all of my adult career. And I've always had the opportunity of bringing...
Jeff,
Yes.
You need to unmute yourself. They can't hear you.
I've had the opportunities of bringing public health initiatives to a great number of people in different healthcare settings, be it community health or informal hospital settings. But never have I had the opportunity to really create wealth at the same time. Here in the United States, we have a saying that health is everything. And I'm quite sure that that's something that we can appreciate worldwide. But these gentlemen have really taken this perspective and created an entire business model around it. And that's what's so intriguing to me as I continue each day with my Uno journey. I am noticing that we have created actually a system of care that envelops a business model. And that's the opportunity that you have today as a minister of health to spread the good news of not only just the gospel, but the gospel of health. And I look at where we've come from in just 14 years. We have just conquered the Philippines, hands down. Uno is the #1 MLM company in the Philippines and making great strides worldwide. I ask myself, well, why is this? And I come to the conclusion that it's not only a sound business model, but it's several visionary approaches that our board of directors have shared with us. Number one, they looked at the overseas foreign worker population of Filipinos throughout the world. And they recognized that that was a sizable economic market. There are 1.4 million OFWs working throughout the world, including the United States, today, making great contributions to the societies in which they live, they work, they practice. But they are contributing $34 billion to the gross domestic product of the Philippines, an incredible market opportunity. So Ono began to expand to reach these overseas markets. And today we're in 20 countries across 4 continents in just 14 years. If you're looking for an exciting opportunity, I cannot invite you to a more exciting and challenging opportunity than we have before us today. The next perspective I looked at was the quality of the products. One thing I've come to find out is that Uno products sell themselves. And why is that? Well, look at the certifications and the awards that not only the company has made, but has made because of the products that we represent. Our products have garnered not only local or national representation in the Philippines, but have also garnered international certifications, such as the International Standards Organization and the Super Brands designation. Another facet of our products is that many of them are considered food or health supplements, but many of them are also considered therapeutic agents. Now, what does that mean? That means that practitioners, physicians, nurse practitioners, and other allied health professionals actually endorse and prescribe our products for the treatment, the management, and the prevention of many of the diseases and illnesses that we are plagued with today. That is substantial. And all of this has created to a transformation of wellness, not only in the Philippines, but today we are experiencing that transformation worldwide. So when I look at opportunities, I'm looking at a dynamic company that is really a game changer in the multi-level marketing industry. And this is the opportunity that we're sharing today. It's not just about creating millionaires, which we've done, but it's giving the opportunity for bringing those who are without medical homes, who don't have access to many of the health and medical resources that we do in some other countries. For some countries, Uno presents the only opportunity for health. Just think about that and how dynamic and impactful that is to saving lives. This is the opportunity that we share with you today, and we hope that you will embrace it because it is dynamic and it is growing. As we present further in this talk today, we'll tell you a little bit more about the exciting opportunities that are connected with health and wealth and Uno. Bronwyn, Doug?
Thanks for that, Jeff. I really appreciate the fact that you stressing how our presence in other countries, and some of them are far ahead than the U.S. But I want to talk about Uno as the only opportunity, especially in third world countries. As you can see, if you actually look at the map, when you get involved in Uno and delve deeply where we are actually in Singapore, we're in Hong Kong, we are in United Arab Emirates, and we are in Nigeria, and we are in Ghana, all those countries in 4 continents. And the reason being is when you talk about the overseas foreign workers, we have spoken about how they generate all these income by the tune of 34 billion a year in remittances going to the Philippines. And our company decided, enough is enough about shipping all our people out of the country. Why don't we just bring them back? Why don't we just send our products? Because that's what we excel in, as what Jeff Brewster stressed, the fact that we made it. We made all of these certifications, like Doug, halal certified, correct? US FDA approved products. You're gonna find, in the next couple of minutes, you're gonna find out that there are actually 8 products that are here in the United States. Total all around from the Philippines is 66 products that you have access to if you become our health and business partners. Isn't that amazing? Now, let me talk about the global expansion here in the United States. In 2015, they brought the products here in the United States. Of course, US is the hardest to penetrate. So we are still pioneering. If people are thinking, okay, they got there in 2015, what's stopping them? Well, there were a lot of challenges. But we have taken care of that. Our board of directors invested a lot of money and manpower resources to make sure that we open up our warehouse and get them stocked for our US members and potential members, because it is a huge market. If you look at the map, we are looking at the Philippines as this tiny little dot. And from there, we are conquering the world. United States has 51 states within the continental US. And you have to think about Jamaica, and you have to think about Puerto Rico as part of that. We have penetrated Jamaica as of a month ago. Isn't that amazing? So now we're expanding more. We are now looking at having more products available here. Case in point, the last 2 months, we brought in 3 major products that are flagship products in the Philippines. Those products we have used for over a decade, and we have collected thousands of testimonies about their healing powers, and in both supplemental and also prescriptive. So what we're talking about, virgin coconut oil, we're talking about cryptogenic, and last but not the least is our cryptogenic virgin coconut oil. Did I say that already? Wheatgrass and barley and Ultima C are the next products that are going to be certified in the US for direct selling. So that's a great opportunity. Let me move on to my next slide. Dad, you want to start it off with, now everybody's curious. I mean, we're changing lives, we're transforming lives, we're making some people rich, a lot of people rich. And here we are, our mighty team here in Cincinnati. We just want to start with the healing, especially now, especially with COVID. So let's not wait. Let's show them how to get started.
Well, step 1, you first have to sign up. And by signing up, you can either pick a starter package. Starter packages start off at $380. You can also pick a premier package, which costs $1,140. Or you can go with our business package for $2,280. And last but not least, our global package for $4,500. Okay? Step 2, new partner agreement. You have to be plugged in order to do the business. There's no way to get around it. You must go to your meetings. Step 3, use the product. Become a product of the product. And step 4, pick 4
Doug,
business
you need to
partners.
unmute. That's why they cannot hear you. Go ahead. You're good.
Yeah, and sure.
So,
So ways to earn in the business, Jeff Bronwyn.
So let's talk about how to. So you work your business your way. We're gonna, Jeff Brewster is gonna tell us more about how you work your business and how do you make the money without changing what you already do. We're not asking you to quit your day job. We're not asking you to invest in thousands and thousands of money. At the minimum, we just want you to learn about the products and tell 4 people. Jeff?
And that's what I find so exciting again about this opportunity, because Uno is a business that, yes, you can work your business your way 24/7 anywhere in the world. It's that portable, it's that convenient, just with the use of a cell phone, a tablet, or a computer, and you're well on your way. But let's talk a little bit about the structure of your business. No, we're not saying quit your day job right now, but you might want to. We're not saying that this is the be end and the end all, but it is a way to achieve financial goals. Let me just explain a little bit more about what I mean by that. There are 3 major ways that you can work this business and become successful. The first way is through being what we call a profitable consumer. That is our business model. We all consume products every day: household products, beauty products, therapeutic products, health and wellness products. But when we make these purchases, let me ask you, do you get money back? No, that's not the way business goes. But our business is very unique in the sense that, yes, you do get money back when you consume our products. Think about that. That is an advantage in and of itself. When you spend money on our products to increase your health, you get money back. Wow, that's a unique model. Well, where does that come from? Well, we capitalize on the fact that there's a middleman in the manufacturing processes of most industries. By the time a product goes from its original manufacturer to us as the end user or the consumer, there are so many costs in between. There's cost for shipping, there's cost for marketing, there's costs that are associated with transportation and with advertising. All of these costs are then added to the consumer cost, and that's what we pay. So as a result, something that costs $10 to manufacture initially now will cost $250 to purchase it. Well, with profitable consumerism, we cut out the middleman. All of that marketing is not assessed to us as the consumer. So there's a tremendous savings. Uno then gives that savings back to us as distributors. So as we consume, we profit. Have you lost my video?
No, we have.
Okay. The second way I'd like to share with you is that of direct sales. This is another way that you can earn money with our company today. Think about this. Heretofore, we were a local company with a single market. Today, we are an international company with multiple international markets. We've also given the platform for you to reach these international markets through direct sales. If you look at the trajectory of direct sales over the last 10 to 15 years, it is escalating. It has escalated up to $32 billion and increasing. So when you say to yourself, is this the kind of business that I want to get into at this time? I say absolutely yes, because the fastest growing sector in direct sales is wellness care. Are we in the right place at the right time with the right stuff? You are absolutely correct. So that's why I'm encouraging you to become part of our company and be a dynamic sales partner with direct selling. Here's another statistic. Our globe has a market of 7.8 billion people. When is the last time you have purchased something online? Are you an online shopper? Well, if you are, guess what? You're in the company of 2.14 billion people out of that 7.8 billion. That's 27% of the world's population shopping online. And our company has provided a platform for us to do just that. 18.1% of all retail sales the worldwide are now done online. Do you want to have a piece of that business? Now is the opportunity for you to do that. The last segment of our business I'd like to talk about is called the multi-level marketing industry. That's who we are. We are a marketing company that multiplies our opportunities to do that through various levels. We're going to get into some of those ways that you can optimize your multiple opportunities here through multi-level marketing. It is astounding. And what we normally have done is to follow the model of other MLM companies. But then we broke the mold. We changed the game. Not only are you allowed to have one store, but we're purchasing now up to 15 stores. The investment opportunities are exponentially increasing. These are the opportunities that we have. So when you say, well, I don't want to follow the model, well, I say that model has been proven and it works. It is a simple model. As we've explained, just get 4 people. That's all you need to start building your international global market. You are now, as a distributor, your own CEO. Build your team, build your company, and you can do the business your way 24/7. This is what excites me as a business person, and I hope that you will take advantage of this opportunity as well. Doug?
Thank you, Jeff. I want to go back to step 1, which is the sign up.
Yes.
We have not really talked about the product. So allow me to talk briefly about what a starter package look like. And then Doug is gonna wrap up again the ways to earn. We have 3 or 4 new people here. I wanna make sure that we demystify what a starter package is. So let me talk about a starter package in the US. We're talking $380 worth of products, number 1. So that means when you order the package online through our online stores, you are gonna get $380 worth of products. So depending on what your interest is or what your challenges are in your health, you can have beauty products, a combination of health and beauty products, $380 worth. Now that could mean just a month's supply in your case. Or let's say you have a bigger family. Why not invest in a professional package? Our products are highly consumable. We have personal products from shampoo to toothpaste. We're talking about juice. We only have one juice, Prime Juice. We have coffee, we have beauty soap, and we have all these wonderful, wonderful natural products to ease your aches and pain. So we're talking about a professional package that would cost you $1,140. So that could mean that it would be like maybe a month or 3 months supply, depending on how big your household is. But for those deep pockets who can really see the value of investing, because like I said, it's very, very simple. We know that you find 4 people. Out of those 4 people, they all have some issues, whether it's financial or something that they want to use the products, or this is something that we teach you if you become our health partner through your step 2. We are now targeting deep pocket investors. And even when you think about, if you know that the products work, why not stock up? Why not get starter packages, 2, 3, up to 15? wherever your location is, and regional location within the United States or in other countries, there is a need for those products. So I want you to sit down with the person who invited you to go over some scenarios and strategies. One thing that you want to do now is sign up, because that is the gateway for a transformation, not only personal transformation, but also if you engage people from on an individual basis, a family as a whole, or a community, just like what we're doing here in Cincinnati, the potential is even greater. Okay, so let me ask Doug to go over and recap the ways of earning, and then I'm gonna go ahead and introduce our next speaker, because I cannot wait. We did, like I said, we did not spend a lot of time talking about the individual products and what it does to you, because that's another training in itself once you are part of our structure. But we are gonna, Aurora Hudson is gonna talk more about the various products that she has used personally. So I want you to hang on and take notes when it's time for her to talk. Doug, I'm gonna unmute myself.
Thank you, Brahman. Ways to earn. Direct selling, I did,
Okay,
but the screen changed back to the first screen.
that's fine.
No, I'd go back to the other one if you want, so they could see it.
You're looking at your screen, not
Okay.
their screen.
Direct selling is one of the ways to earn. And what I want to say, Brahman, is the screen actually shows the first. Okay, there you go. Thanks, guys. Indirect selling is where you make the purchase and you receive a premium or a rebate for just your purchases. In your business or wherever you're at, when you do make a purchase on a product, do you get a rebate? Well, this is one of the ways. Referral bonus would be the second way to earn. A referral bonus is if, let's just say I brought in a partner and then they started spending. I get a rebate based on the package that they're earning, or based on the package that they bought. I will receive a rebate. Or a matching bonus would be another way of earning. A matching bonus would be if I brought in a second partner and I made a pair with it, okay? There are 10 ways to earn in this business. A direct matching bonus with royalty, a uni-level bonus, also a multi-level matching bonus, along with your global profit sharing, and a reward plus, wherein we receive packages or premium packages where you have products, purses, bags, phones, and computers, as well as the inheritance policy, wherein you stop doing the business for whatever, maybe, well, for whatever. I was going to say your demise, but in reference to that, these inheritance policies will allow your kinship or your kids to take over the policy. Okay, Brahman, Jeff?
Before we go further, I think it would be very important for us to just reiterate one more time how much you can have just for a modest investment of $380. Let's
Okay.
talk a little bit more, Doug, about the e-commerce system and dropship.
Go ahead.
Well, I find that very, very attractive for me. For just a modest investment of $380, you get an online store, your own personal online store, where you can drive your customers to your own personal store. And what does that do? That gives you the opportunity
Unmute.
that gives you the opportunity for direct sales.
Do it again, Jeff. Unmute. I'm sorry. There you go.
That gives you the opportunity for direct selling through an e-commerce system that now takes your business from a local business to a global business. And we also provide you the training for Facebook marketing, online marketing, other social media platforms. And this is an incredible opportunity for just a modest investment of $380. I couldn't go away today without sharing that exciting opportunity in e-commerce, because that is the business model for today. We are coming out of COVID in many of our countries, but that direct selling online is going to stay with us now until the future. So this is an opportunity. The time is right. Make the investment and join that online marketing community today.
So I'm glad you mentioned that, Jeff, because it's really important to let everybody know that Uno has always been ahead of the game. So when COVID hit, they were already in online marketing. What they did is that they ramped it up, and then they added on more resources to it. Did you know that if you become part of Uno, they actually have training for Facebook marketing? They have training for soft skills, hard skills. So if you think like, oh, I'm not going to be part of that because I don't know anything, we don't, just imagine our members, young and old. We have members as young as 18, and we have members as old as 85, maybe 90. I mean, it is just a buffet and mosaic of resources that we can tap into. Testimonies after testimonies, just raining. All you need to do is ask, whether it's from Africa, whether it's from UAE, in Hong Kong for beauty products. I mean, this is it. You don't have to work really hard. The only thing that you need to do is convince yourself this is the right action for you. And number two is to use the products. And don't expect an overnight change, because it didn't take that long. It took years for us to get to the shape that we're in right now. So you do not expect it like in a switch, you will get transformation. But I invite you guys, the people that are here now, most of them have been in the business for over a decade or maybe 3 or 4 years. You follow them on Facebook and look at the transformation, even by the way they stand, the way they conduct themselves, because Uno will teach you how to become a better person. Uno will take care of your aches and pain first, and then Uno will allow you to dream. Uno will find a way for you to have a conversation with yourself and answer this question: what do you really want? Regardless how old you are, you have a want, and things change as you get exposed to more and more. The level gets higher and higher, and that's why it's an exciting place to be. And we love God. AOS is here, Almighty Online System, they call themselves. They are looking at God as a guide, and we are all spiritual. Most of them are, and we embrace ourselves. I want to talk more, a little bit more before I introduce Aurora. In getting your 4 partners, let me give you a tip. You make sure that you ask your sponsor how to give some guidance how to qualify people to be part of your group, because this is a for life commitment. So that means if you decide to bring in somebody, you got to make sure that you want them in your life for the rest of your life. So that's another decision you have to make, because once you commit yourself to embrace that individual, because she or he is deserving of an Uno lifestyle, you want to make sure that you are on him or her for the rest of your life, because we are one big Uno family. Okay? All right, so I'm going to stop sharing right now. And I would like to go ahead and introduce to you Miss Kelly. Do you mind seeing Miss Aurora Hudson?
Yes, yes. Let me put her on spotlight.
Thank you so much. Hey, beautiful Aurora. I am so glad. Aurora and I've known each other going on 3 years, and she and I and Doug and Jacqueline, we've had several meetings trying to get the ball rolling here in the U.S. and we are holding strong. And she is really sitting on a gold mine. We're talking about California. California has 1.4 million Filipino Americans and their families. Aurora and I, our common goal is this: we are married or had children with Americans, and those children are grown now, and we want to secure their future. None of them speak Tagalog. It's our fault. Or maybe Aurora's children does speak Tagalog. But you know, the biggest barrier is that how do we translate all these wonderful opportunity, all these wonderful products to make sure and that we ensure the future of our children. So that is our commonality between me and Aurora. So I want, Aurora will tell you more about herself. She's a registered nurse in California. So she sees all these challenges every single day, but she's also an entrepreneur and is not afraid to invest a lot of money to make sure that she secures her future and her children. So without delaying anymore, Aurora, please come on to the spotlight.
Good morning, everyone. I'm so
They
happy
want
to do.
to increase the volume, or am I the only one not hearing her too well?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Miss Kelly?
I
Yes,
can
we
hear
can
you.
hear you.
Great, thank you.
Yes. Hi. Good morning to everyone. And this is, I'm here sitting on the gold mine, California, sunny, beautiful California. Okay, so thank you. And I've been out for a while, but my ear is just tuning in, and I would like to correct one message that Miss Bronwyn had brought up. I am not a registered nurse. I'm a licensed nurse, but I'm going there in the future. It's just not at this time yet. So, sharing my testimony, I would like to share my screen.
Yes, please share.
Okay, wait, what happened? Share my screen. Okay, it's like I'm not used to this yet again. Like it's another training for me. Would you please walk me through? Because, okay, got this. Share my screen.
All right, it's loading now.
All right. I think you guys have have already looked at this before. So,
Aurora, most of the audience right now is really not part of the US team. You are now on the global scale. So this is the first time they're going to be seeing your testimony. So thank you for sharing, and I can't wait.
Can click on the minus down on the right side. There is a minus for the full view.
On the lower
Yeah.
portion, there's a slide show view near the Zoom, near the date.
On the
Time
right
and
side
date.
down, maximum right side down, there is a similar to volume, and there is next to it minus button.
okay. I am so sorry.
It's okay, it's okay.
Go ahead.
We got you back.
Let me do
So
this,
is that
Aurora.
okay? Right here. Can you see? Do you see my screen?
Yes, but you want to do a full view of your presentation. And the way to do that is they were telling you to go to the bottom of your screen. As you can see, there are some icons here. You see that there's a 79%. So there is a kind of like a stand for the presenter, for the viewing of the slide. You want to click that to make it bigger. Not that one. Cancel that out.
Oh shoot! So sorry.
Don't worry. Take your time. We're all learning together. So cancel, just hit your button cancel.
Where is that button now?
Just do
That's-
cancel on your keyboard to make that go away.
Gosh.
Escape.
Or escape.
Okay.
Sorry, there you go.
So
So Aurora, look at the word my story at the bottom. Okay, directly where the R is at the bottom, click on that.
this one?
Click on, okay, so you see, do you see the 79% at the bottom of your screen?
Probably because we'll see.
Minimize, minimize your screen or expand your screen.
Or maybe on the area where it says Sunny. Oh, she already moved it.
So I want, okay.
Shift,
Sorry.
try Shift
Click on
F5.
view. Okay, the view on top of the toolbar too, where it says view.
Oh gosh.
I think the shortcut is Shift F5.
There you go, Aurora. Shift F5, Aurora.
Shift and 5.
Thanks, Miss Kelly.
Still not
Didn't
sure.
work.
I think F11 maybe. I forgot that one.
I also think you can do the
Maybe it's a
toolbar at the top where they
different-
says view. Yeah, I know, different different computer, different.
Oh,
But I've seen this before. She does an incredible job breaking down.
They said the icon is too small, so she couldn't see it. But
Yeah, that's
it's
why I was thinking
above
for
the sunny word.
Okay,
I need your help, sweetheart.
okay.
I
She's
want
got
to
a
work
daughter that can help.
it bigger. Can you make that a regular slideshow?
From the beginning.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Awesome.
I can't live without her. You know that.
Thank
Can
you.
you close the door, please? Thank you. Okay. Oh my gosh. So my story, and I am a mother of two beautiful daughters, which is my she's my youngest, and she lives here with me. My oldest one is in UCLA, and she went back today. She was here for 3 days for Mother's Day, and she went back today 3 a.m. So I was awake and went back to bed naturally. So both of my daughters are owner partners and holding multiple accounts, and I'm not going to elaborate that. And I also a 15 accounts holder, and my background is I am a Bachelor of Theology graduate in the Philippines before I came here, and 18 years, turning 19 years by this year, 2021, working in healthcare, and I am a distributor of on Uno since August of 2017. And I also have expand my knowledge, trying to really get into Uno, and I studied a blood analysis in USA by Jane Perks, and sorry, can't see that. And I am from Genesis Elite Group with Coach Mike Bravo. So what happened? Is anybody can hear me? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you, but a little soft.
Oh, so sorry. You just,
Speak louder, Aurora.
okay. So
That's
my
perfect.
search for natural healing products is 19 years ago when I was pregnant with my youngest daughter, Adora. And during the course of my pregnancy, I had gestational diabetes along with hypertension. So when my first daughter was born, I have that hypertension, and then when my youngest daughter, I had a preeclampsia, so added to have diabetes and hypertension. So thanks for all these experiences. I have to find a search because medications really helped me out, but it really didn't heal me. So I know that that's the tendency what's happening in the world. Medication will just help us to really suppress the symptoms, but not really healing the inside of our body. So I have the hypertension, and we all know that once you have this chronic disease, there are things that we have to change: our lifestyle, our diet, remove the stressors in our lives, because that also can cause tremendous hypertensive issues, and we take charge of ourselves. So what is hypertension? It is a heart disease that makes blood vessels constrict. And once constricted, blood cannot flow to the heart, and it is very deadly because it is a silent killer. And because at times there's no symptoms for this hypertension. And hypertension, it is also because you're having constrictions in your vessels. There's a lot of buildup of cholesterols in the vessels. So depending on the age of the person, it starts. A child could start building up their blood vessels by eating a lot of fatty foods. And we don't know that a child also can get a hypertension at a very early age. So, looking at the corresponding heart anatomy of blood pressures or hypertensions, our new study is as low as 95 to 78% to 120 to 80 is your normal baseline. And at 21 to 80, 121 to 81 diastolic, up to 180s and 200s. So that is a really, if you can see from normal and to middle and up to the really highest, we don't know. Those had no symptoms at all sometimes. Only for the very sensitive people that are new to hypertension, they can feel some headache and some dizziness and all that. But for the people that are really hypertensive for a very long time, you cannot feel up to 180 to 200. You're just feeling kind of unwell, but you don't know that you are in a heart attack um, mode, or you're already there, close to dying. Okay? So if you can see, if you can take a copy of this that you can study by yourself, feel free to do so because we need it. And normal hypertension is this one, 120 over 80. So 121 over 80, that's the start of telling yourself that, hey, I need to, there's a warning. Oh, I already having a hypertensive symptoms. Okay, so for no hypertension, the heart is pumping normally. So you're feeling so good, you are on top of the world, but you don't know, you just eat fatty food, you enjoy life, drink a lot of alcohol, um, and any other things that we don't supposed to have in our body, and then it starts with the hypertension. So what does this number do to you? That 180/90, it's time for you to really seek the doctor. Seek the doctor because you are so close to dying or having heart attack. So this is the products of bad lifestyles. Eating lots of fatty foods. We enjoy them once in a while. Uh, Especially here, diet in America, we all have fast foods, and we really, really saves our time, but really it's not a good food to eat because we just drive through any restaurants that are fast serving fast foods, then you have it. You can eat your dinner, you can eat whatever. But we don't know accumulation of these fatty foods, fried foods, uh, grilled foods that are carcinogenic. It really results into combinations and really build up of atherosclerosis in our bloodstream. So here are the fatty liver cholesterols. So once our liver is already accumulated so much of these fatty foods, it turns our cells into really um, warning to really seek a health advice from our health professionals like physicians and you know, other health consultants. So moving on to diabetes, it is also a disease of the pancreas. So in addition to having build-up of the cholesterols, also the diabetes, it's like added to wait for the pancreas to be kind of like coated with fats, and also it they don't work properly. So diabetes is a lifelong chronic disease and in the group of metabolic disorder characterized by high levels of sugar in the blood. We called it as hyperglycemia. It is caused due to deficiency of insulin or resistance to insulin or both. Insulin is secreted by B cells of pancreas to control blood sugar levels. Blurred visions, excess thirst, fatigue, frequent urination, hunger, weight loss are some of the symptoms commonly seen in diabetic patients. So the causes are genetics. It is just commonly appears into the family line. Lifestyle, when we abuse ourselves, like putting so much sugars or maybe 3 spoons of sugars in our coffee a day. Our diet, high in fructose, high in glucose, and high in carbohydrates, and stress. So many things that causes stress, even in whatever level you are student or you are a just a mom or in whatever. So stress are everywhere that causes our depletions of our immune system. So there are two types of diabetes. We have the diabetes type 1, which is our blood or our whole body really do not make any insulin. And the type 2 is our body still makes insulin but not enough to cover up whatever are the food that we have eaten. Okay. And type 1 insulin dependent and type 2 is partly or not insulin dependence. Going on to type 1, it is coming from congenital, possibly something wrong with the pancreas when she was growing up, and it didn't really full blown grown up. So very early age, it is diagnosed because of congenital of the pancreas. And the genetics, as we talked about earlier, it could be because of the genetics that formation in the body did not really grow, or because of family line already have same disease and she just carried it when she is born. And for type 1, food cannot metabolize without the insulin. So every time this person will eat, it has to have a company of insulin injection. And type 2, what is not insulin dependent? This type 2, we acquired it, and it is diagnosed in the middle age. Like for some people, it will be diagnosed on the 30s or on the 40s, or depending to the person's metabolic life. And for the lifestyle, this person gets diabetic is because that person is not going to check their health status, abusing themselves, like super having a lot of sugary or more carbohydrates diet. So that's what this one, and not checking the blood sugar level. So there are happening with diabetic mellitus. So as we talked about the atherosclerosis earlier, it's a combination of both that can really make the body complicated and burst out into a lot of diseases, which is naturally occurring in this disease. Diabetic retinopathy, which is the peripheral, I mean the eyes, the very, very small blood vessels into our eyes, because of when you're diabetics, your blood sugar, or the blood in your the sugar in your blood is really crystallized, so it doesn't pass through into a very, very small vessels of the eyes, and also capillaries on the peripheral system, which is your hand and your feet. So those are diabetic retinopathy for the eyes, and diabetic nephropathy for your kidneys, and diabetic neuropathies for your peripheral blood vessels. And complications as we go on, we have the acute and the chronic. Acute, you had to get hospitalized for this get neutralized. So diabetic ketoacidosis, and also hyperglycemia or hyperosmolar state. So these are the times that the blood sugars is already crystallizing, and it's already not, it becomes how you call it, the very peak of the blood that really become stenosis. I'm so sorry for all these words. It's like they stop. If you can see those eyes as an example, let's say the water, and then it mix into the ice, and it's like the ice crystallizing it all throughout. So that's how it is. It's like um, the blood sugar is really, really high that it it crystallizes into the bloodstream. And also the hypoglycemia. So we're talking about hyperglycemia and hypoglycemia, which is the opposite. Hypoglycemia is also a your blood sugar getting really, really low, which both of this hyperglycemia and hypoglycemia can result into diabetic coma. So those are acute that we have to bring, or we have to send this person into the hospital to neutralize the sugars in the blood. Going into chronic, chronic is the one it never go away. So it's in there all throughout your life. Every day you're walking in the earth, it's there. So acute can be cured right away. Chronic is it's with you all the time, which is the microangiopathy. So micro meaning those are many it's right there for in your blood, but it really don't, how you call it, it never disappear. It's there, you eat it and it could progress to higher, and it could raise, if you don't take care of it, it will just uh, keep compiling into your bloodstream. So extremes. So macrovasculars, that's the one that we talk about when blood sugars become very, very high, that it turns into crystallized. So it's called macrovasculars. So your bloodstream is piled with crystals blood. That's just how can say it really in short about it. So the chronic is your immune system is, immune response is impaired. Sorry. So hyperglycemia, diabetic ketoacidosis, I'm sorry, it needs to be treated within 4 hours. If it's happening to you, you need to go to hospital right away in within 4 to 10 hours. If it's not, if it is not treated right away, then you will go to coma. And symptoms of hyperglycemia, we have polyuria. That means you go to the bathroom really a lot. Polydipsia and dehydration. You are so thirsty all the time. Abdominal pains. And also you get nausea and vomiting. Fruity breath. And Cosmo breathing, mental status. And I'm gonna make it really short. I'm gonna go faster. So hypoglycemia, or blood sugar that is lower than 30 to 80 milligram per DL, and some risk to be diabetic coma. So said that. So how to take charge to change lifestyles. If you are really a person that likes fatty foods or not doing your exercise every day, it's time to change from bad habits to good habits and healthy diet. I don't want to elaborate that, but we all know that, I guess. So removing stress, you know how to do that yourself. If not, then you can consult how to really remove stress into your life. Visit your provider, healthcare provider regularly, taking medications, and this is the taking charge for yourself. And going into Uno products, these are the products that really help me. One of those is the Santi 8 berries. And I also, because of the fat, stored fats in our body, we need to have fat burners. I really like the NutriFab, and we don't have it here in the US for now. And also the Fit Right. These are the supplements that are in the Philippines, but because of my upline, I can really request to bring this to me so I can use them. So these are the one that help me. Okay. I don't want to elaborate this with uh, contents and stuff. It's because we do not have it here. But for you to know, it's Fit Right and NutriFat. Grapeseed. I'm so happy that grapeseed came to the US. Procardio. I also using zinc and virgin coconut oil and Crypto Organic. Crypto Organic, by the way, now is in the US. But the rest of the products that are mentioned that is not here are available in the Philippines, and you can ask your uplines, or you can ask some people that you know how to get those products into the USA. Vitamin C is really great. That helps me because of it builds my immune system, and is really good, especially this time when COVID time. I work so much, and vitamin C really helped me increase my immune system, and I didn't have the COVID at all. I've been working with COVID people, and everybody's like, this vitamin C is really great. I'm hoping that the Philippines would work this out to come in the United States. Again, I'm sorry this product is not here. So by taking all these supplements mentioned, my blood pressure lowers and my diabetics is controlled. I'm so happy. And from really high blood pressure that I have, 160 to 185 over 110, 201 over 125, those are the times that, oh God, we have problem on those when medication or when supplements was, we were not able to get it from Philippines. My blood pressure went back to that numbers, and it was really scary. So I'm so happy that even if we do not have those products here in the United States, we will have a chance, and other people can help us to get them. So just ask. So thank you so much. And by taking the supplements, I have a result 125 over 68, 124 over 70. What a great blessing. And thank you so much for listening to my testimony. And what do I get, or what is my goal in here in Uno? Number one, I don't want to really get out from Uno. It's because, number one, my health is very, very important. So, what is money? I can get money anywhere, but I cannot find my health. So, medications, we have it, but it's not enough to really get you into the health that you really want. So, Uno is, I would really tell you from my testimony how these products really help me. So, health is number one for me. And number two, listening to Sir Douglas earlier and Mr. Brewster regarding the compensation plan. It's really true because I've worked here already for almost 19 years in healthcare. And I'm telling you that I don't have that great savings. But I look about Uno Premier 10 ways to earn. It's very hard to find, like matching bonus, rebates, referrals, global profit sharing, royalty bonus, rewards. You get branded shoes, branded Louis Vuitton or whatever. You get travels all around the world, and also you have inheritance. So summing up, you have good health. So all this, where do I go? I'm here with Uno. And thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Aurora. That was wonderful. Please give her a round of applause.
Thank you,
The fact
Aurora.
that in spite of her being busy, and I know, most of the shares for the last month or so are top earners, are people that have thousands of people under them, people that show all of the checks generating up to 1 million pesos a month. Those are the ones that we really, really love to see. But then we also are pioneering in this big, huge country of ours in the United States. And we don't really have all the resources at our fingertips because we are millions of miles away. But because of this, the new set of leaders are ramping up activities to make sure that we spread the good news of Uno. And one of these days, we are not going to lose sight that we are going to make that money, and then we're going to hear more testimonies about what they've earned from Uno. Right now, what we have are testimonies after testimonies of the products that they've used, the products that the US Americans have used here in Cincinnati and in California. It is proven. Now, Aurora has also shared that, yes, by being part of our UNO partnership, we have access to all the 66, most of the 66 products available in the Philippines. So it's just a matter of getting them here. Be creative, be innovative. If you are just itching to get the products here, other than the ones that you order from our online store, you can reach out to your sponsor and they can work something out at this baby stages in our pioneering. Most of us are very grateful. We've used the products for over 4 years. I know I have. And my measure, the question is, what is really our measure of success? For me, as a grandma, as a mom, as a wife, my measure of success is this. I know that my kids and my husband is now in the situation that they're in because of Uno. My husband is about ready to get a kidney transplant. My son, who joined us not too long ago, I think he's still here, has offered, he's 27 years old, has offered his kidney to my husband. The fact that he knows that he's only going to be left with one kidney, and through the education through Uno knows how it's important it is to take care of those organs. He started ramping up in his intake of supplements. So a couple of weeks ago, we heard from the UC Center, University of Cincinnati Medical Center kidney transplant team saying that he's eligible. He's a viable donor not to his dad because they're not matched, but to someone else. So they have this swap. They can swap a swap program that you're able to do that. Now, if you are not healthy, if you're not eating the right kinds of food, or you're not living a lifestyle even close to Uno, I don't think that is possible. So I'm really thankful for Uno. And Ms. Aurora also expressed that during COVID, it was hard for us to get some of the flagship products that we get from the Philippines. And yes, I really believe that that's the reason why my husband is in the situation that he is in right now. Because the products were not here that he's used to taking, because of COVID, it took 4 months. It took 4 months for the products like the wheatgrass and barley to get here to help his system cleanse. So the thing is, yes, we are in here right now, but we are a testimony. Our family is a true testimony. Just tune in. Please keep us in your prayers. We believe in Uno. We believe that it's gonna help us through and help many people here in the U.S. So I am. So with that said, think I'm sharing that personally to inspire others. And if you're still in the fence of being part of this wonderful Unoverse, please talk to your sponsor. There are follow up Zooms that you can get into, and this system is almost is flawless because Uno offers all this training 24/7. Uno offers all that you can reach out to any of us for questions. I mean, I'm helping people in Jamaica and in Miami. I mean, they reach out to us. The cross-line support is amazing. Let me look at the chat right now. Let me see. I don't want to miss. If you have any question, this is the right time to ask Felix. Not only US specific questions, we have UNO staff that is part of this, and also people in the Philippines. So if you have any questions right now, this is the time to ask the question. And then like Miss Kelly and I traditionally would do after we fulfill the question and answer most of the questions. Some we cannot guarantee that we're able to answer, but we can certainly find the answers for you. So Felix, did you want to ask a question? You can go ahead and unmute.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. I just asked only my kids undergo now dialysis patient is CKD stage 5. So what's the good he can do, take medicine from the UNO?
Is there anyone here that would like to address that?
I think Miss Aurora can answer them.
Okay.
So, from my experience, I used the Santi 8. The Santi 8 is proven even here in the United States. It tells us that from Dr. Grandi, they uses the berries to neutralize those enzymes in our body that cannot be how you call it, melt by medications. And also our products, which is the Santi 8, the fat burner that I also say, and also the cardiovascular procardio that we have, the crypto organic grapeseed. Grapeseed is anti-inflammatory. So combinations of so many products that I use, it really helped my cardiovascular system. And also for dialysis, it melts the components of high sugars. So, and research more, I would say, I would tell you that Dr. Jericho, Dr. Mendoza can really express, and he had studied all that components of our supplements that can really help I think he has, I'm so sorry,
Miss Aurora, let me just interject. I appreciate you responding based on your personal experience. There are some protocols that we request, and this is something that's another Zoom. But as far as Felix, there is you can reach out to your sponsor, and then they will connect you with the right protocols. One thing that we ask people when they first join is to do cleansing. And the cleansing is the 4 products, which is very powerful. And then like I said, the training and the informational chat that transpires every single day covers all of the ailments from A to Z. And for you, I would personally request Jericho Mendoza to give you the protocols to make sure that we set that up um, to make that happen. Okay, and please check back with us. We all are praying for your child, and we are most of us are parents here and grandparents, and that's the main most of the that's a huge reason why we are here, not just for the money, but to help other people.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And Miss Aurora, thank you. My husband wants to say something. Go ahead. I will.
Yeah, hi, Felix.
Hi, sir.
I just wanted to say that I don't talk about myself a lot, but you hit a nerve. I'm also a stage 4 or 5 kidney patient on dialysis, and I use Procardio. And when I use Procardio, the way I like to say it is that it just opens up my blood veins, my pores, and I don't clump up at the leg, my socks and stuff like that. I don't get bulges on my ankles, and the blood flows smoothly through my body. So Procardio is just one that I choose. Although I take other methods, but that's my favorite.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I have to say that, my husband goes on dialysis 3 times a week, and he's got more energy than me.
Same my kids, it's 3 times a
Here in the
week
United
now.
States, as you know, we have to do lots of roles. We take care of our 5 grandkids and 3 in our household. So imagine that he's hooked up in a machine for 4 hours a day, 3 times a week. And then when he gets off that, some people really get drained for the rest of the day. And the supplements in itself, a combination of a whole bunch, including Prime Juice, I really believe has
Along with
helped
Cryptogenic.
with Cryptogenic.
Yeah.
You take Cryptogenic, wheatgrass, and barley to help in between treatments. I really believe it helps. And you're going to find hundreds and hundreds more testimonies from this pool of resources that you have access to if you become part of this group. Okay. Anyone else want to? Okay, here's a testimony or a comment. People with CKD have greater requirements for some water-soluble vitamins. Special renal vitamins are usually prescribed to provide extra water-soluble vitamins needed. Renal vitamins contain vitamins B1, B2, B6, B12, folic acid, and crypto-organic. Perfect. Thank you for sharing that. Yes. Cryptogenic, as you know, is a flagship product of the Philippines. Actually, I was told by one of the pioneering leaders that it was the reason why UNO exists today, because of Cryptogenic. It contains all the B complex vitamins in them. So it's our only multivitamin. And Aurora, I appreciate you saying that, yes, you must take, and you will know from Jericho Mendoza and the former Doc Soledad, who trained us here for a couple of years, is the ultimacy is the driver of the nutrients. So no matter what stage you are, or even you're healthy or not, you put food in your body, you need a dose of vitamin C to make sure that those nutrients and medicine or anything else comes up. Anything else that you consume is distributed in the organs that need it the most. Now, I'm going to stop right here because we all can get really excited and talk about this, but there is another Rick. Yes, Rick Cordero. You can have access to Dr. Rick, replaced Doc Ferds. The reason why I mentioned Doc Ferds is that he did teach us for 2 or 3 years. She was very consistent. It was a resource that was provided to us by UNO here in the United States. So there is a UNO Live that happens regularly. Check your schedule. Go to UNO Premier website, official website, and you're gonna see all of the training that's on your fingertips. And please talk to your sponsor or the people who invited you to know more about our products and to sign up and be part of this wonderful learning community to stay healthy and For some people, if they want to be wealthy, they can achieve that too. Miss Kelly, do you have any parting words? Miss Host with the mostest, always available for
Well,
us.
for those who have more medical questions,
You have to unmute,
yes.
Miss Kelly.
Do you hear me now?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I already unmute. Anyway, for those who have questions on medical related, just attend every Sundays. Doc Jericho and Doc Ricordero have Facebook Lives, as what have Ms. Bronwyn had mentioned, and you can live ask your questions, and they instantly answer all suggested food supplements for certain illness. So take advantage of that. That's 3 p.m. Philippine time every Sundays.
And I want to add, Ms. Kelly, that I know some people are hesitant to tune in, especially for those people who do not know. I work with mostly non-Tagalog speakers. And the first thing that they say, I'm not gonna tune in. I don't understand, or there's no value that it will bring me because I do not understand. So I take the time sometimes to translate it. But I want you to remember this and write this down on your notes. When you look at an Uno live, when they see Americans tune in, if they know they have their countries tuning in, and they would assume that they do not speak Tagalog. So they are flexible in actually responding to you in English. Now you're going to say, well, some people, they type their questions in Filipino. Well, if you take the time, I encourage you, all of you, to take the time to watch any Uno live, you're going to see that it is translated into English. So if you are bold enough to step up and ask for something specific for your condition, if your life dependent on it, or you just simply want to know, ask in English, be bold, spread the word. Uno is the answer. Uno is a systemic fix for this society to flourish, consisting of healthy members, healthy individuals, such as some of the people here. So with that said, we're gonna close this, or I'm gonna talk you all to death, because I OD'd on supplements this morning. I had 3 bottles of prime juice. Miss
All
Kelly,
right.
should we do our
Again,
Kodak moment?
Yes, let's do our Kodak moments. Guys, please put on your cameras and let's do our Uno Premier sign. Give your best man. All right. 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more page. All right. Again, thank you to our hosts and speakers today, Ms. Bronwyn and Douglas Payne, and also Jeffrey Brewster, and also Aurora Hudson. Thank you for
Tune
inspiring
in
us.
next week, guys. Next week, Wednesday, around this time, we have B. Espinas, live blood analysis, part of live blood analysis medical team, and also RGS X4 leader, top earner, because of she embraced the online platform, and it's amazing the story that she is going to tell you. So please do not miss that out next week, same time. Okay, love you guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.